Good day, my name is Mark Malore. I'm an attorney here in Riverside, California. I've got a number of clients in Highland that are talking about establishing new businesses. And they are talking to me about which entity they should start up to protect themselves, whether that's a corporate entity or a limited liability company or an LLC. And so the first question that I think that they should consider is the question of taxation. The next question they need to consider is, from a liability perspective, which suits them best. So let's go in reverse order and talk about those. Liability. From a liability standpoint, both corporation and LLC serve them the same way. In other words, the shareholders, the officers, directors of a corporation, the members and managing member of an LLC are protected from liability, for liability purposes, from being attacked individually for their individual assets based on the corporate acts. And that's true in all cases except for individual torts or intentional torts. But those times are very rare and very difficult to prove from a liability standpoint. So you really have insulation from personal liability for corporate acts by establishing an LLC or a corporation. The one thing that's different between the two from a liability perspective is that if a judgment's garnered against one of the members of an LLC, that does not need to be paid, and the membership shares cannot be garnered by the judgment, and nothing can be obtained from the LLC on that judgment until the member is paid out its membership share. Whereas a corporate entity, a stock distribution, or the stock itself can be attached, and the distribution of the stock, the judgment holder can acquire those shares in a corporation. Something to think about. Secondarily, we need to take a look at taxation. In a taxation principles, the reason why I mention this is because I want you to seek the advice of a certified public accountant and talk to them about the type of business you're interested in doing, the volume of business that you're going to be doing, and what are the tax advantages in the type of work that you're going to have. Which entity suits you best, considering all those things. If a corporation suits you best from a tax perspective, or an LLC suits you best. An example I have with another of my real estate investor clients is that my real estate investors like me to establish new LLCs for each property they hold. And the reason for that is that because of the tax advantages it gives them based on conversations they've had with their certified public accountant. And that's not a problem, we can do that. A corporation, from my understanding, doesn't give them the same tax advantages, so they prefer LLC over corporate entity. But depending on the type of business that you're in, we're going to establish an S Corp or a C Corp or an LLC for your membership shares based on the volume of business and the type of business you're doing. Those are issues you need to have first answered by your certified public accountant before you come see someone like myself to establish the corporate entity or the limited liability company. If you have questions or need any additional information, feel free to give me a call and set up an appointment. I'd be happy to talk with you about it.